A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a surprising turn of events, the much-anticipated summit between former U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin unfolded in Alaska, a location steeped in historical significance and strategic military importance. The meeting, which took place at the Elmendorf-Richardson Air Force Base, was marked by an unusual lack of preparation and a swift organization that is rarely seen in high-stakes diplomatic negotiations. Traditionally, such summits are meticulously planned over weeks or even months, involving extensive security checks and detailed agendas. However, this summit came together in just a couple of days, raising eyebrows among political analysts and diplomats alike. The backdrop of this meeting was anything but conventional. As Putin arrived on the red carpet, the world watched closely, knowing that he had recently escalated military operations in Ukraine, demonstrating a blatant disregard for international diplomacy. Just hours after Trump announced a unilateral ceasefire, Putin launched missiles into Kyiv, a stark reminder of the ongoing conflict and the human toll it takes. The choice of Alaska as the meeting venue was dictated by the political realities surrounding both leaders. With Putin facing an arrest warrant from the International Criminal Court and Trump grappling with his own legal troubles, few countries were willing to host the summit. Alaska, once a territory of Russia, became the unlikely stage for this diplomatic encounter. The airbase, typically a refueling stop for U.S. officials on their way to Asia, was transformed into a makeshift venue for what was billed as a significant diplomatic event. However, the atmosphere felt more akin to a last-minute campaign stop than a serious negotiation. The optics of the meeting were carefully curated, but the substance was lacking. Observers noted that while the tarmac photos captured the moment, the surrounding environment conveyed a sense of unpreparedness and urgency. This summit was never intended to resolve the ongoing war in Ukraine. Rather, it provided both leaders with an opportunity to bolster their domestic images. For Putin, the meeting was a chance to reclaim some semblance of legitimacy on the world stage, showcasing his presence alongside an American president. For Trump, it was a strategic maneuver to re-engage his base during the August congressional recess, diverting attention from other pressing issues. As the summit progressed, the White House began to temper expectations, shifting from promises of a peace deal to a mere listening session. The narrative quickly evolved, suggesting that the chances of a successful outcome were slim, and questions from the media were notably absent. Ultimately, the details of the discussions between Trump and Putin remained shrouded in secrecy, known only to the two leaders and their translators. While Trump appeared not to make significant concessions regarding Ukraine, the lack of any tangible agreements left many questioning the efficacy of the meeting. Reports have since emerged indicating that Trump is pressuring Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to consider ceding territory in exchange for a fragile peace, hinting at the discussions that took place behind closed doors. This shift in strategy aligns with Trump's broader approach to foreign policy, characterized by a reliance on personal relationships rather than established bureaucratic processes. The implications of this summit extend far beyond the immediate interactions between the two leaders. World leaders and intelligence agencies are now left to sift through the aftermath, eager to glean insights into the discussions and their potential impact on global geopolitics. It is clear that this summit was not about achieving peace. It was a calculated performance by two leaders, each grappling with their own political pressures, using the facade of diplomacy to project strength while the realities of conflict continue to unfold. As the dust settles from this unusual encounter, the world watches closely, questioning what the future holds for Ukraine and the broader international landscape. The legacy of this summit may ultimately serve as a reminder of the limits of personal diplomacy in addressing complex global challenges, particularly when the stakes are as high as they are in the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.